Hey, you're wide receiver Khalil Shakir, right?
I sure am, kid. Here, go long.
Whoa! You're pretty good at football, man.
And you guys are pretty good at pizza.
Oh, sick. Dude.
Folks, welcome back. It is June 16th, and it is Trainwreck tonight, 393. We are 54 days from the Bills preseason game week 1, and we are 83 days from week 1 opener, Ravens, Sunday Night Football. Welcome to Trainwreck tonight. It is brought to you by Picasso's Pizza, the ultimate spot for pizza in the region. Go to picassospizza.net for the best deals on the best pizza. Speaking of the best, we got him here with us like Saturday and Dreamboat, Donnie Frauenhofer. How are we doing, sirs?
Doing great. Big weekend that we just had. Donnie got some sun. We all had a good time, I think, in terms of everything that happened. Donnie got some new equipment, as you can see, as well.
Yeah.
We're working out the kinks still. We got some new toys.
Take the floor. I mean, I feel like this is your weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's the office is coming together, new location. You can see behind me. I got some equipment. We got a new camera. We got the keyboard. We got the organ set up. Everything's looking good. Spent all day Saturday in the studio laying down new tracks, new demos for Funk Nights. We got about 4 or 5 tunes worked out, and then capped it off with a nice golf outing today on Monday. I did get some sun, and speaking of which, like, here's a mistake I made. See, as you can see here, I missed that spot with a little bit of the sunscreen. I missed it there. Normally, Buffalo people don't get sunburned. I'm a nice fair-skinned Irish German boy. We got some sun up there, the eyes all around there, kind of looking raccoony. And and so next time I'm really gonna have to apply it way harder.
Now you were trying to tell Slick and I in the pre-show that it's the equipment that's kind of saturating your skin right now, and that you are in fact not sunburned. But are you willing to maybe bend a little bit on that? He's sunburned.
We're gonna have to check in maybe a day or 2 from now. I'm gonna have to, the girl, the lady, the woman I live with, and live, laugh, love with her. I sprinted in here. I'm like, she came in for the kiss, kind of face palmed her a little bit, like I'm like, I got Trainwreck tonight. I got to be live right now. So I'm gonna ask her, and we'll get the word for sure.
We got Jasper Jerry on Sunburn. You look pretty sunburnt. Or on Instagram, you look pretty sunburnt. Jasper Jerry chiming in there.
I agree with
but a lot to chime in on. A crazy weekend going back to Friday. So we have these series. We have George Strait on Saturday. Slick, where do you want to start with all this?
What was Friday that you said beforehand?
Well, Friday we had SmackDown, and then wasn't that a finals game that night?
Yeah, I believe that was hockey, correct? Yeah.
That was game 5?
Panthers went up 3-1, right?
Yeah. Game 4. Panthers go up 3-1.
Yeah, so not great. And then took it easy a little that night as well on my end, just because I knew you and I were going to have a long day ahead of ourselves the next day. And speaking of being in the sun, Maniac, the weather turned out to be perfect for us in Orchard Park. Couldn't have asked for a better day for a game day tailgate, let alone for the last concert at the Ralph, the current Highmark Stadium.
Yeah, no, absolutely. A great day at George State. Chris Stapleton got that all going on. Great time at the game day tailgate. What was that? About 450 people, Slick. Great time coming out for the event. Sun almost got the best of me again, boys. And you know how that works on me, because we were all in Cleveland when we were getting got by that action there. And it was, I felt like that was happening again on Saturday, Slick.
It was close. I've seen you literally collapse under the pressure of the sun.
The sun is not to be trifled with.
I've seen you become your wildest under the sun. So yeah, it was definitely a concern, but luckily game day hospitality take care of everything you need at the tailgate, including helping some guys. We're just some guys, but helping out Trainwreck Sports with their own private tent in the back so we could catch some shays, get away from the rays and catch some shade. Enjoyed great music by the Zach Gherkin Band. They always shred it. They'll be there way more this Bills season. So if you're looking to buy game day tailgate tickets for the upcoming season, they will be featured on stage a lot there. But yeah, overall great time. The sun was out just enough. We were taking advantage of the shade, but I still got some color, Maniac, and we didn't fold under pressure.
Now, Slick, the people want to know. I've had a number of text messages. I wasn't there Saturday. Actually, my mother was at the concert, said it was awesome. But the people want to know, Slick, was the shirt pre-ripped? Did you buy it like that, or did you rip it yourself?
I absolutely ripped that myself.
No scissors, right? You just
strong
arm toward.
If it was scissors, I would have gone like so I could show off my delts a little bit. But no, like there's still some flare on the edge. It's actually funny. I don't know if you could see. I got sunburnt the next day. I had like a triangle right here from how much chest that flannel was showing. Funny thing, I never owned a flannel. Actually, like a winter one, but I got that for a Halloween party like years back. I think I just wanted to look like a trucker or something. Went full Brock Lesnar on the sleeves, put some jorts on, and boom. And I think I had a hat with a fish on it or something. But
you were definitely giving Brock / Larry the Cable Guy for sure. And I was letting you have it about the Larry the Cable Guy look for sure.
It was good.
Zach Gurkenband tearing it up. Zach Gurkenband tearing it up at the tailgate as always. Now, Slick, you gave me a little business about how I was tearing up the food tent, though. You were giving it to me early and often about that.
Don, I literally five plates at the tailgate this man went through, and it wasn't like he was eating all at once. It was just like, I'm always hungry, like I'm always eating. I'm a fat fella. Like plates consistently cycling throughout the tailgate. We were there for like 5 hours. He was averaging a plate an hour. And the last one was all dessertish type snacks. I don't know how he does it, honestly. He probably went through like 12 wings.
Those country ups, yes. So some great wings from Wing Nuts. Had a hot dog mixed in there from Salem's.
How many joints though? Because that might explain the plate dilemma.
No, one. No, none. One, none.
I think we forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, none.
No seltzers even. No Herbalife.
Just for helping the food for sure.
Okay, I was gonna say
a little lubrication for that.
The herb drinks.
Definitely.
Cookie tray. Wing Nuts was hitting, so shout out to the tailgate, shout out to Game Day Buffalo. By the way, Picasso's had some pizza there as well. Shot pictures of Pagulas and George. A lot of people were excited to see the picture of the Pagulas with George. A rare, not public appearance, but a rare appearance from Kim there. Obviously, good to get any update positive, there in there. So good to see that.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to think of us. Like, should we talk about any of your situations? Should we keep that off the record?
I'm afraid that
I'd be afraid if I was you too. So,
I'm afraid the feds are watching.
Yeah.
So I think
call to James for sure. By the way, I have a correction from our stat boy. Friday night was Thunder evening the series at 2. You're good before we get into Game 5 tonight. I believe it is.
Yeah. So they're tied at 2. So yeah,
tied at 2. You got Micah. Micah's making a legacy play on the Pacers money line. This is definitely where the rubber meets the road for sure. I mean, this is insane that an NBA Finals game at 2-2, Vegas is still stubborn as hell, Don. They're not moving off their line despite these games being very close.
No, yeah, I mean, I think a lot of people, Vegas including, are still kind of surprised that this series is tied up, even though we've seen, what we've seen from the Pacers this offseason. I think I saw, so before I went golfing, we had our lunchtime locks league picks. Unfortunately, I got tied up. Graphic will be posted ASAP as soon as the conclusion of the show, so you can tell us. But now seems like a good opportunity to say I'm fading the chat boys. Everyone's on Pacers +10. I'm fading all you guys. I'm sorry. I think Thunder get it done tonight and put the pressure. Still might go 7, but I think them at home. And when SGA is just like doing the parade to the foul line that I think we're going to see again tonight, it's hard to beat them.
Dude, if OKC wins tonight, do they bring Scott Foster back to Indiana for?
I mean, I think you got to hit the Foster switch if OKC drops a double-digit win.
Scott Foster active games.
Yeah, Scott. I mean, I think this is going to be a big couple of days for the poly market graphics for sure. I think you're going to see SGA free throw merchant tonight in a double-digit win, and like you said, it's like you're going to see active for Game 6. Scott, it's so funny. Scott Foster's unbelievable. It's almost as close as you can get to the WWE, Slick.
Yeah, I saw. I think I sent you the video. Actually, it was like a recreation of the WWE video game, but they were on the NBA court, and it was like SGA and Halliburton and Scott Foster all like hitting like wrestling moves.
Yeah, finishers.
Essentially saying like Scott Foster is that kind of character to the NBA Finals, and everyone knows it, and that's just what makes it so much more funny. You got Polymarket out here tweeting that a ref is going to be active hours before tip-off. I don't think that's ever happened with another ref since maybe like the BC college basketball situation, if we're really going to go back. But you got to love it, man. I think Indiana puts up a fight tonight, but I do kind of lean the Thunder winning by less than a handful of points. I think Indiana covers 10 because they have.
Oh my God.
Dreamboat might be fading him, but now he's got to be face to face with Micah. Well, we were talking. I put the caption up. I put the bat signal up, and
I was gonna say.
So you're planting your flag. Then you couldn't wait to get in here and tell us why Carlisle's gonna draw something up tonight.
I just saw the bat signal and I'm here, so I answered your call. I'm here. I didn't know Donnie was fading me. That's okay. I'm not like 100% confident in my bet today. But if the Pacers are winning this series, they like have to win tonight, and that might sound obvious, but I think the Thunder can afford to win Game 6 on the road, and then they get Game 7 at home. They're one of the best home teams, historically. So the Pacers have to win tonight and then be up going into Game 6 and close it out in Game 6. So if you think the Pacers are going to win the series or have a chance, which I do think they have a chance to win this series, they have to have their best game of the playoffs tonight. So that's why I've hammered the +10. I am on the money line here. It's the NBA Finals, guys. We got to let it ride. If we're not doing this today, when are we going to do it? So we're here.
Yeah, for the people, did I see correctly in the chat? 8 units? Is it more?
8
the equipment.
Yeah, that's a bad sign for John. He's getting powered off. Power off that man.
National Grid's shutting me down. They say I'm going to be, yeah. All right, well.
Or maybe it's Vegas, just even like Donnie, don't.
8 units plus 300. I mean, I'll say that's my lock of the day for the league. And again, I want to be authentic because everyone has to get them in by noon. And I have it on the graphic. Now, I saw that. I was tempted to pull some inside shit and change my pick and not tell any of you guys.
Oh, no.
But I'm a man of honor. I'm an honest commissioner. And I have to ride.
This reeks of collusion, dude.
I have to, I'm just telling you.
You're in the lead and you're pulling this shit?
I'm commissioner of the league.
You're in the lead for the
commissioner and player. Yeah. Okay.
This cantery? Are you kidding me?
Well, yeah.
We need an external investigation.
Wait, what? Why is that? Why is it showing that one?
What is the line? What are the Pacers to win the series right now?
Seems to be conflict of interest. I think the Pacers are +450 or something.
So they are literally
and still on Polymarket odds 35%, 34%. So basically
we're through 4 games here. This is a solid amount of volume. These are 2 pretty evenly matched teams at the end of the day when you look at it. Stats wise, they've been pretty even through 4 games. Let me hold on, Mike. I got you, Mike Wazowski down there. Stand by.
All good.
There you go. Okay. Even everything's even. Free throw percentage a little bit in favor of the Thunder, but everything else is a virtual deadlock through 4 games.
Yeah, man.
I've really liked the bench production from Indiana a lot better than the Thunder this series. I know that's what the Thunder kind of known for, like kind of like an everybody eats mentality. But dude, the whole world is getting put on to guys like TJ McConnell, Aaron Nemhart. What's the guy's name? I'm drawing a blank. Aaron Nesmith. If Aaron Nesmith balls out again tonight and the Pacers win this series, he's Finals MVP in my eyes. And I never thought I'd be saying that like 2 years ago when he was on the Celtics.
He's not even averaging double digits per game.
Dude, he had like 31 game.
He's got 9.8 points per game right now. So I do like the momentum got there, but I mean, it is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players averaging 9 points per game or more.
Yeah,
that has to be a finals record. It has to be a finals record.
It's absurd, dude.
That's like the other question is, are you riding the parlay that like your Tinder match or whatever girl that hopped in your DMs was sent you?
Yeah, I threw a couple bucks on it.
Oh,
of course, it's
real. If it catches wife material, does she get a second date? First date? I don't even know.
We do live in an unfair era because SGA is having like the quietest like 33 points per game finals that have ever existed.
He was incredible.
49% from the field.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like, I know that we give him shit over the free throws, but the guy's making 92% of them. He's shooting 49% from the field.
Easy.
Also, speaking of the lunchtime locks lead, the LLL or the trip L as we call it, that free throw he made swung like it was like a 4 or 5 game swing because I think 3 people were on Pacers spread, which it ruined, and it cashed Jake's 35 plus SGA points. So I mean the league has been through some stuff the past couple weeks. There's been some exciting stuff. There's been some hot streaks. My camera, is again. Anytime I'm talking about betting, someone's trying to shut off my camera. I don't know what's going on.
It's like the gambling hotline is trying to tap in.
Very fair, very fair. All right, well, seems like the Pacers have a pretty fair shot despite almost a double-digit spread. Unprecedented, historical. We do have to talk on this. Oh, and we have to talk about this. I can't believe I almost let this slip because when I woke up Saturday morning, I was fucking irate because Stephen A. Smith lied on the internet, Micah. He lied, plain and simple.
Right to our faces, too. Like, unbelievable. Guys, I would kill to be at an NBA Finals game. I don't know about you. It'd be fun to be at an NBA Finals game, to get paid to be at an NBA Finals game. And if I was on my phone, I'd be playing. I like solitaire, guys, but, that's the game you're going to go to, too. There's just so much wrong with what Stephen A. Smith did on Saturday. Just the tweet to double down.
The triple down, which we both watched in almost real time, was insane to triple down.
It would be how much worse would it be if you were watching your phone on the screen while you were at the NBA Finals? This would be worse. I'm sorry.
Is that what his hand was?
My DMs were half open. I don't think anyone can go who's going on, but what?
What is this? Is this what his hand was or something?
So he tweeted this out as this was his triple down. So first he got caught, then he doubled down and said that was during a timeout. Like everyone does stuff during the timeout. Yeah. This is going 7. And then when everybody caught him, I feel like he tripled down to just defuse the situation because there was little video of him playing solitaire. What was it during an offensive rush from the Thunder, Micah?
Yes.
Yeah, insane. So
and then when they were getting back on D too.
Yes, for sure.
And this brought up something interesting for me, gents. We've all seen all types of people getting caught messaging people at games. The one thing, or taking pictures of cheerleaders and stuff. So what do you think though is worse? The solitaire caught at an NBA game, or do you think it's worse if you get caught, texting freaky shit
Definitely
to someone?
Definitely the latter. I feel like Stephen A's at the finals every year. If there's one guy that it doesn't surprise me, he's finally getting bored attending NBA Finals games, like it's that one. Getting caught, like
No, but I'm saying you. So one of us gets caught.
Being horned up
worse?
at a sports game is like natural.
Yeah.
Like you should feel horned up at a game. Playing
Is it
solitaire is fucking inexcusable. And no,
I agree. I agree.
Like this is honestly, and no, this is my juxtaposition for what's worse, because you were going with the what's worse. What's worse, that he was like playing solitaire during an NBA Finals game, like as an analyst, or that he was doing that in the middle of the fucking arena. Like he this man knows in his brain he's sober and he knows he's being watched. Like he's sober and he knows he's being watched, and he's somehow doing this. Like this is crazy. This is like second grade, like doing something in class you're not supposed to when the teacher walks right up to you and like taps you on the shoulder behavior. Seriously, like I couldn't believe, like I think him doing it is worse than like the act of a random person playing solitaire at the NBA Finals game. It's so brain dead. So brain dead.
He's too powerful. I think he's too big to fail. You know?
No, that's exactly it. He's cashed in that contract. His buyout's probably so fucking big that it's like like fire me. What you gonna pay me $100 million today to fire me on the spot? So sure,
guys. Let's be real. LeBron's not there, so in his mind, it's like who fucking cares?
They were talking about Dak Prescott this morning, bro. They were talking about Dak Prescott.
And then after he gets caught doing that, he's on First Take, and Molly is like, Stephen A., close your laptop. I'm trying to do you a favor. He goes, that ain't gonna happen. Like they should know better than to show my damn email on a camera.
Yeah, like that is crazy. Like that man, he's being very boomer this past week. Today. Yes. Sorry to our boomers there who are enjoying Picasso's pizza. The second half of the show here, obviously brought to you by Batavia Downs. Do I have the thing?
Batavia Downs! More, lots more!
There we go. Thank you to Micah for popping on for our NBA final segment. Real quick, we'll touch on the NHL finals. 3-2 now in Pittsburgh's favor. Kind of surprising. What?
Not Pittsburgh.
I'm sorry. I was thinking Panthers. Florida's favor. Surprising or not so much, I guess. Kind of running out the same script as last year almost.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a little more fight from Edmonton in the last game. But Florida just it's wear and tear on you playing those guys. It's nonstop, kind of like this train, and eventually it gets to you and you end up giving up a bunch of goals. The goalie change, I get it, with goals early, but Don, what did you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing with Skinner got some soft ones in before. You kind of had to. I wouldn't even say the goaltending by Edmonton has been atrocious. They just when you need a one big stop, Bob's been given that, and they haven't been getting it. I'm surprised it's 3-1, but I'm surprised as well. Every single game's gone over. I think in the chat what you were saying, lock of the century was last game's under, and that fell flat on its face. But yeah, at this point,
I have to eat that one, but that's also insane. 2-0 after 2, and I lose it under 6.5.
Yeah,
that shouldn't be legal.
Yeah,
that was
the empty netter. I mean, were you having flashbacks to the infamous VGK empty netter?
I knew when it got to 4-1, like when it was 3-1, I was hoping they could hold that, and that was it. But when it got to 4-1, I knew it was going to open up, and that they weren't I knew Florida wasn't going to be diving in front of every defensive opportunity at that point. And then obviously Edmonton scores right away. Then they have the worst situation, which is the extended empty net, obviously, which is what they get. So yeah, brutal.
Yeah, I mean, you've had your heart broken before, as we've seen, so I'm sure it didn't sting as much. But honestly, the NHL playoffs, unless there's a big turnaround, the first 2 games OT been exciting. Just kind of been a snooze after that. I especially the last 2 games, it's just been all Panthers. I mean, I guess the come up, the comeback. What was it? Game 3 when Panthers were up 3-0 in the first. That was exciting, but I'm ready for the summer now too. So been a great finals. Good to see some.
Sorry, I think the
Sabres
game
news
comeback
coming
was
here
in
and there.
game 4.
Okay, so it was game 4.
All
Yeah.
good, though. Yeah, that was crazy. I mean, 3-0 down to 3-0 tied in like a period. I mean, talk about emotions, obviously. Definitely crazy. I would say these finals in both leagues have kind of made up for boring postseasons. The NHL one was pretty boring. The NBA, besides to me, the Knicks series in like basically each round, super boring. So we'll see.
Yeah, who would have thunk WNBA and MLB having some of the craziest headlines heading into Monday.
Agree. Got some bonkers chats going on, so that's why I'm laughing. But yeah, we got Ohtani and the MLB balls. So first, why don't we start with Ohtani back on the bump? First time in what, a year plus?
Definitely, yeah.
So this will be interesting. We were all befuddled at his K over under. We're like, is he pitching an inning? And of course, turns out he is pitching an inning actually. So it'll be interesting. I think he'll be rocketing it in at like 97, 98. Like obviously he's going full throttle. You don't come back and go 80%. Be interesting to see. But obviously, what is it? The San Diego lineup he's facing?
Yes.
That'll be tough. Like Creek said, that's not an easy matchup.
Yeah, there's plus money on giving up a single walk. As you said, the 1.5 on K's, juice on the under. So pitching an inning, we'll see. Creek was talking about doing a 3 up, 3 down, which Don, I don't even know if that's a thing anymore, but would be useful here. And I know you're on the under too as well, right?
Yeah, I'm on the under 1.5 Ks. It's honestly, I would definitely pay the juice for that. I see it's just a gauntlet of a top 3 that he's going up against. Let me look. I'm trying to find, because I do love, I love that 3 up, 3 down bet. Let's get some odds on that, because it is interesting having. Let's see, you got 3 up, 3 down plus 145. 3 strikeouts though, plus 1,500. So. I mean, at that, here's the thing. If I am betting the over 1.5 Ks, you got to sprinkle on getting 3 there.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bing, and they don't have to be 3 up, 3 down. You could give up a single or a walk and strike out 3 guys. But yeah, I mean, that's huge. The clock is ticking because as he gets older, he'll probably won't see as much of him pitching. So awesome to have him back. And I think we got to talk about the Devers trade too.
Oh, yeah. Jeez.
Yeah, the Devers trade, some people were taking that like it was a joke, but this to me is a joke. Got this going on. So this one clip from Soto for sure. When you look at this ball off the bat, there's no way this ball isn't gone.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
It just seemingly like dies. And so Andrew McCutcheon has this huge tweet where he basically talked to an MLB rep, and they stated the higher seams on this year's baseball are producing more drag on the baseball, causing them not to travel as far as they should. So it's a weird situation because you can't even bet the under because there's actually more home runs this year, but the ball isn't traveling as far, bottom line, due to the seams on the baseball, which is pretty crazy, obviously. But yeah, that's kind of lame. We love home runs, we love dingers, and we love far traveling baseballs. I don't know why we would be, messing around with those.
It seems a little silly, but baseball always has like a silly factor. We have these new bats. We had the juiced balls a couple of years ago.
You threw at me in May. I need to throw at you in July.
This is just in the opposite direction of the weird, quirky things they usually have going. So if they can make it happen the other way, they travel farther, then we got something. Seem it the reversed way.
We got one final sports story from the weekend before we start wrapping it up with our Wing Regional debut and talk about that. Spawn winning the U.S. Open. I missed on him. I sprinkled Scheffler. Didn't get that. Scheffler had every opportunity for sure. He missed a number of shots. He turned a couple birdie putts into bogeys, and that alone gets you to the plus, the 5 strokes he fell behind. Pretty sick putt to win it, though. It didn't need it. It would have been sick if you needed it to win, and then he got it. But still pretty cool, pretty clutch factor. 66 foot. I don't know how long it would take me to make a 66-foot putt. Maybe that's one we should do at a local challenge or something.
I mean, I made a 40-footer at Golf Dojo. Just saying.
Yeah, you did. But pretty good tournament. Pretty cool to see everybody get owned by the course.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen a tournament where the winner was only 1 under, maybe ever in my life. The angle from the other side of the green on the other side of the hole of JJ putting that uphill, and you can see how much curve it actually travels through on that stroke. It's so good, and the crowd celebrating it as soon as it drops in. Like you said, didn't need it. But that's a competitor, man. That's a dog. He wanted it. He was going for it. I love that. And it was awesome to see pay off. JJ's not a guy that's usually in these top tens at least from what I've seen. So cool moment for him, especially on a course that was eating everyone alive, essentially.
Did you guys watch the win live? Did you see it live at all?
No, I actually stepped away, not to sound like an asshole, but since he was up the stroke, I thought he was gonna like lag it close, and then like I was gonna come back for like the 5 to 10 footer to win, and all of a sudden I just hear like the craziness.
Yeah, I didn't see it live. The reason I'm asking though is Mama Fraunhofer. I went out golfing with her today. We were talking about it, and I have to rewatch the tape. She said he ignored his wife when he won, and that was awful of him. So,
there are people commenting that.
I haven't seen it, but I don't know. My mom, she looks out for that stuff. So I thought that was just an interesting comment. So
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Mothers always have an attention to detail for sure. That's what it takes to win the U.S. Open. That's what it takes to be a mother for sure. With that said, attention to detail. Wing regions. So you dropped a little heat on the timeline today, Don. I know this was in the works for a little bit. You had this baby in the brain system.
Yeah, I mean, everyone always likes to talk about their specific region, and hey, I read the comments, people. Okay, I read the comments, and I feel like everyone always loves their region, whether it's where they moved to, whether it's where they grew up, whether it's whatever, or maybe it's just the spot that is closest for them and the friends to meet. But yeah, so we pretty much got North Tonawanda, Grand Island, north of there. We got like Amherst, Gettsville, Clarence in one, Cheektowaga, Depew, Lancaster. Well, in blue.
What's good in this region?
What's good in there? Well,
Barville North
Ale House.
No. Amherst Pizza House, isn't it over here?
Barville North, or is
Amherst Pizza House would be over here?
Yeah, that's right. Barville North
is it?
Barville North barely makes it in there.
Barville North is in here because it's on
port spots probably that hits. I think it just does miss the Ale House though, which kind of
does just miss the Ale House. This goes so far right.
So I lean towards yellow and green like pretty easily here, actually.
Yeah.
So, yellow seems to be the consensus.
Here's the thing: if that line was notched down like a quarter of an inch, I think everyone would pick them because it's the downtown region, but it conveniently leaves out the part of South Buffalo that's still like it's like south side of the city, not like South Buffalo like suburbs. And that's where you got Adolph's. That's where you got 9/11.
Yeah,
It's where you got Gene McCarthy's. I think if that line's down, this is an easy yellow win. But I'm boldly sticking with the yellow. It's just a solid squad.
Sport City Pizza Pub.
Yeah, of course. Sport City, Gypsy.
You're telling me
Kelly's Corner.
You're telling me Adolph's falls in the green there?
It does because that line is the 190.
That's ridiculous. That can't be the case.
So I'm saying if it
like down the
wasn't
street from the arena, basically.
Well, no, it's on the other side of the 190 though. It's because South Park goes diagonal or whatever. It doesn't
Yeah, that
run
is
perfectly east.
controversial. That's a
Agreed.
controversial borderline right there.
But I think it makes it a little more fair. It does help green out a lot.
I mean, Green was doing all right without it, I think, though.
Yeah, a lot of people on Twitter said make it a poll. I think we're gonna have to do that. Some people might not want to comment and get into the string of comments, but I think we're gonna launch a poll tomorrow.
You got to no. You got to get this on Wing Reviews right now. With a
What?
collab
Oh, yeah.
on
Okay,
with a collab with Trainwreck, and you got to put a number in each region, and you got to say comment your region, and then we got to see what the people are really actually power rank your regions. Power rank your regions.
That's true. I went with the colors. Didn't mean to leave out any colorblind friends, so let's get the numbers involved as well. But I'm going like yellow. Here's the thing. I think green and orange, you have heavy hitters. You have your like Barry Bonds or Sam Sosas, your Mark McGuire's. But yellow is full of like Derek Jeters. Just like
yellow can win you a triple crown.
Yeah. There's just so much diversity in so many places that do different things well. And am I biased because I live in yellow? Yeah. So what?
That's why you do live in yellow, you could argue.
Yeah, that's why I moved here. Wing capital of Buffalo. Also, controversial statement, but I'm going to say it. Newfane is not part of the greater Buffalo area. It's closer to Wilson, New York. Sorry, Newfane folks. We love you. We just don't have enough room for you in the map. I'm sorry. These are geographical facts.
I don't even know where that is, to be honest.
Speaking of facts, let's shout out and sign off everyone. I'm just thinking about shout outs. Shout out all the fathers from this past weekend. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, shout out to the fathers. Shout out John McCulick for helping everyone have a great time before the last concert at the Ralph, as always. And shout out to Don and the Funk Nights. Sounds like they got some fire tracks coming your way very soon.
Shout out to people who just want to be private.
Yeah. Shout out to ignoring your wife when you win the U.S. Open. Just kidding. My shout outs. Let's shout out Bidwell tomorrow. Elmwood, Village folk, any city folk, even if you're in the burbs, come on out. They shut down the street between Potomac and the circle there where Lincoln meets Chapin and stuff. So come on out. ODS, reggae band is playing. I'm going to be there after filming some new content that we can't spoil for y'all. But
that is going to be very exciting. We'll talk about that.
A soft tease. We got some new.
Not about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds like a good time. So that starts when, Don?
Starts tomorrow. There's great music. Even if you can't come out tomorrow, come out next Tuesday. Support live music. It's every 7 to 9 p.m. and maybe 9:30 at Bidwell Parkway. Yeah, so that's going to be great. And I'm trying to think of what else we might have going on. We got the TSE box break-in noon this Thursday. Tune in for that. Zach's going to be tearing open boxes that people paid for at TSE.
We'll be in TSE, making sure that happens. And if you want to get on the action, I think you can win some amazing items. So get over there to TSE Buffalo and get in on the mystery boxes for sure. Shout out them. Shout out Nicole, Pete, and the team. With that said, this train never stops. Make sure you're following along. We may have some crazy stuff coming up this weekend. We'll see if we're getting scammed or not, but stay tuned for that. With that said, make sure to have a good rest of your week and have a good night now.